You know, we've tried so hard to lessen, to ease the idea of hell. We make it cartoony in media in order to make it not seem so scary. We don't want to talk about it. We don't want to be fire and brimstone people. We don't want to be one of those weirdos, right? Yet the words mean something here. They will suffer the punishment of eternal destruction. Now, some people have tried to say, well, God would not punish people forever in hell, right? So it must be that they're punished for a time, but then they just cease to exist. They're just gone. Because destruction usually means destroyed, right? When you see the Star Wars ship destroy the planet, right? It's gone forever. It's vaporized into a million pieces. But the Apostle Paul uses the word eternal in front of destruction right there. And when Jesus is talking about hell, he says it's a place where the fire is never quenched, the worm never dies, where there's weeping and gnashing of teeth. When we think about these descriptions, and we think that they have to use pictures like fire and these types of pictures to explain something that's unexplainable to us because we've never seen that, the reality of what we're talking about is so beyond anything we can imagine. The tortures of hell. It's a reality. When we say people need Jesus, when we say people need to be saved, from what? From the just wrath of God that is going to send them to hell, where there is torture forever, where there is destruction that never ends, where the weeping continues, the gnashing of teeth continues because there's nothing to bring reprieve. And yet we don't want to tell people about the gospel because they might think we're a religious nut. Think about it, church. We need to think about the realities of what we're talking with, what we're dealing with here. Saved from what? From worse than we could ever possibly imagine. From worse than we could ever possibly imagine. You know, we often think that death is, it's a release from the bad things in this world. You go to any funeral, and you know what you're going to hear? Oh, they're in a better place now. It doesn't matter if they were the vilest person that ever walked the face of this planet. Oh, they're in a better place now. The horrible theology that takes place in funerals. You get some people, they'll just preach them right into heaven. Yeah, they lived like the world, completely indulged in sin their whole life. But I was there when they were 7 years old and they asked Jesus into their heart. So, everything else doesn't matter. We have missed the point. We need to be saved from the just wrath of God.